end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe try.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Bears 14, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Williams now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, 76 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 19-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
I would have bought you one a couple weeks ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
4 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up second.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll bring him back within 4. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give it that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Cleveland.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run, Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mayfield now on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To Tyrell Williams.
Tyrell Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bears 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cleveland.
Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bears 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
On the carry.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
11-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 16-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 84 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game.
Browns 35. Bears.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 27-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 41 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Browns 42, Bears 25.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
They've have given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 49. Bears 25.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football.
The pass.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is gonna be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are gonna get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Denard brought him down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A 23-yard run. And the Browns continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Bah.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm out of y'all in the lobby.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here.
Yeah, what y'all doing?
Quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it this time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. There he hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
Bears 25.
to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Mayfield with the give.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The Bears 16-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
There it is.
Heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Yeah, Sam Johnny.
Today's final score, Browns.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a home date next week against